Hey guys, it's Greg here again from Beach City with our live stream on Facebook. I'm here with Juxi from Australian Centre for Robotic Vision, based in Brisbane here. Juxi, first of all, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
How's your Myriad 2018 experience been so far?
It's been overwhelming. It's been amazing. There's heaps of people. We have our robot down there, so people come and look at the robot and go "Whoa, it's a robot!"
Yeah,
so
fantastic.
it's super exciting.
Yeah, there's a lot of energy here, right?
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It really feels like something's happening.
Yeah, I've got to thank Everledger and Investors Sunshine Coast for having us here today and letting us meet awesome people like Juxi. So tell us a little bit about the robot downstairs. What's going on there?
Yeah, so we, with the Center for Robotic Vision, we've built a robot last year to compete in the Amazon Robotics Challenge. Worldwide competition, 16 teams competing to solve one of the tasks that Amazon hasn't automated yet, which is actually picking an object out of a shelf, stick it in a cardboard, ship it to you. All right, so the shipping is done. The shelf is actually coming to the pickers, but there's still humans that actually do the picking task.
Yeah.
So we have a robot that can solve that. It looks in a shelf, finds the right object, picks it up, sticks it in a cardboard box. Sounds easy. It's hard.
It's hard enough, but I feel like it's going to automate a lot of things and create a lot more efficiency, especially for your big dogs like Amazon and perhaps even like Woolworths and Coles in the future.
Yeah, definitely. So that's definitely interest in Australia as well. So we at QUT here, we do a lot of other research with robotics as well. So we had a big agricultural robotics funding round.
Yeah.
So basically we're trying to solve other issues that are much more Australian than just Amazon. So for example, picking fruit from the vine, picking fruit and sorting and that sort of stuff, which is clearly an interest for Queensland. So
of course, yeah.
The stuff that we do is a lot of vision, a lot of manipulation, try to stick them together with a lot of machine learning to make robots actually do something useful.
Of course. So what's your role with the Australian Centre for Robotic Vision?
So I'm a research fellow. That just means I've done my PhD and I'm not just doing research. It means I'm not yet a professor, so I can focus on actually doing research instead of teaching.
Really hands-on as well?
Lots of hands-on. So especially here at QUT, we do lots of mechatronics. Okay. So we build robotic systems. So if you come downstairs, like tomorrow, we're here also tomorrow.
Yeah, go see them.
Yeah. If you come here, you actually see the robot. It's completely built in-house. So it's aluminum extrusions, cut, lots of electronics made by ourselves, 3D printed parts, lots of spare parts, 3D printed spare parts, plus a computer vision system that we develop with all ourselves. Yeah, so there's lots of hands-on. The students from undergrad all the way to PhD have been working on about 20 people from fixing little bugs to actually designing the whole system.
Fantastic. And what are some of their backgrounds? Are they all robotic engineers? Are they scientists? Or what's the
interesting thing is there's not such a thing as a roboticist, right?
Yeah.
People do robotics, but you can't study robotics.
Yeah.
You do study electronics, electrical engineering, power systems. My background is computer science. Okay. A lot of people come these days from computer science, but you need really all of these disciplines and you need to integrate them. A robot needs to move, it needs to be able to handle certain stresses, it needs to be able to have motors, so it needs power, it needs actuation, it needs mechanics, it needs a software system. And even more so, it needs a camera and perception system these days, which a lot of people do machine learning techniques on. So you have probably now between 20 and 30% of the people working on deep learning techniques and machine learning techniques because it's a very big thing.
Of course, and I know a lot of the talk these days with machine learning and automation is there's a lot of fear as well. A lot of people are sort of going, what's going to happen? How are we going to give up all our control to robots and computers? Have you got any comments on that? You think it's just, you just got to live with it and that's just the way we're moving?
Yeah, we get this question quite a lot. So robotics and especially AI these days are very much in the media and in the focus. I think there's lots of different ways. I think certainly we've always used tools. We've always used tools to improve ourselves. From making fire to the printing press to the first level of automation that happened when we made cars and cell phones. So it's not really that disruptive as completely new from a robotics point of view. A lot of these AI techniques are actually very interesting because they have a very advanced learning curve, right? So they really improve themselves, which is really interesting. But it's not like it just happens, right? There's algorithms behind it, there's techniques behind it. So if you're interested, go study, go to the web pages, lots of online courses and learn about AI systems.
Exactly.
But the other thing is also, it's more like every new generation of humans, right? When I grew up, I was different to my parents, and my parents said we've never done it like that, right? So new generation is coming and we do things differently. But we give still feedback. It's not just one AI, it's not just one person in a population that does stuff. There's lots of different AI systems. And if we find ways of regulating them so they're interacting with each other, we give them a set of rules, like how to behave in a very broad scope, I think we don't have anything to fear.
Yeah, of course. What was the reason for coming to Myriad? Were you guys seeking investment or just get your ideas out there or just to show off some cool stuff?
We definitely like to show off.
Yeah?
No, so we're here with our robot so people see the robotics capabilities that we do have. one of the really cool things of what we've done in the last couple of years in the center is we built really like the foundation of like autonomous robotic systems. We build algorithms, we build mechanical systems, and while this is really cool and you write papers and there's an academic impact, I think lots of these technologies can be used nowadays to have a business impact, to have an industrial impact, to have a societal impact. And I think one of the reasons personally why I'm here is I want to tell people what we can do. And while I'm an academic and therefore not really looking for funding, what I want is people that are excited about the technologies. And that is on one hand students that come and learn, but also startups and industries that take this technology and say, hey, this is a really cool thing. We have a problem. This might actually be a solution to that. And we are very happy to work with those people and see this is the technologies that we have. Maybe they're not 100% there, but the 80% there, we can help you to get there.
Yeah, of course, fantastic. Have you bumped into some awesome people? Like, have you created some great networks?
What's that been like? I've definitely bumped into lots of different people from, like there's lots of Californians that flew in on the Qantas plane, so that's pretty cool. So there was a bunch of people interested in robotics technologies from agriculture to manufacturing, so we had chats with those. There's a bunch of VCs from Australia here that are interested, so there's really a lot of high-level people here, so it's fun to be around and chat and see if you can inspire people to actually do something cool.
Yeah, it's a very motivating place.
Yeah, it is.
Well, Juxi, thank you so much for chatting to me today.
Thanks for that.
And I'm sure if anyone wants to get in touch or find out more, they'll be able to find you on our Facebook page. Yes, we'll tag you in and you can comment and answer any of the questions that you have.
Brilliant.
This has been Juxi Live. Thank you again to Everledger and for Investors Sunshine Coast for having us here. Stay tuned, guys. There's going to be more coming your way.